This point is a low blow, so you're looking at the top of the trunks downward. Touch them up and go. Go.
Sublime career. In many ways, the man of over a decade ago. Tonight, he 12 rounds. WBA Super. If he needed any introduction in the great
contest, this it really is. Cautious starter to the body of Inoue. Try and get him thinking, get him working. He's made Inoue work.
That too reads patterns, and with that famous left hook, both men
shrugged him off. He's still coming forward in his previous contest. Lively.
The best of them, remember that fabulous shootout with hurt him in a contest. WBC and WBO straps too. When they go, they really go.
Head, body.
That if he does overcommit, he will be tagged when he's been outboxed, or he takes those feet back well with him. Can he bring back for this one?
See the work here. Both jumps in the left hooks.
Game-changing punch that could land at any moment in this round.
Yeah, he is. He does a majority of his work. Does stand there. He's able to touch
setter in the glory years of his career.
It's just a lovely left hook there. Delivered many knockouts, 16 KOs.
Good through the centre of the guard, right hook to the body.
See Inoue now. More. Such a really shot.
There, naturally the bigger man, of course. This is a unit
there, slightly taller,
able to read, but he's walking through them so far.
So I mean, if Donaire is trying to get to that second half of the contest, he's made him looking forward. Good variation of shot.
Inoue so used to the flush leather and shown he's cut Inoue with that left hook. Here comes the left hook.
There we go,
on the
shot.
He hasn't yet seen in his career against them to ring. So glove high above that cut, just trying to
forget the fact for a second that he's invaluable here. You know, in places he's never been before.
Bigger, stronger man with blood from the nose now too.
Trying to plant some negative seeds.
Just being answered by Nonito. Come up from flyweight all those years ago. For those divisions, not naturally places where he get his range. Tries to exit to the left, then the right. The next.
Good positive stuff from Donaire. Really is, you know, standable, and you do want to feed off of the. You know, am I that good? Before.
Looking counter, Inoue just trying to man who ripped through opponents.
Misses there with a left hook.
Two. So far, not only of his career.
Their predictions in previous fights, but I'm sure an upset, the local crowd, an upset. Inoue think all the time, not a lack of good stuff. Good short left hook went in at him.
Since the cut, that will be two. Just try and let an easy task, and right Basil in the other now as well. Lovely left hook, right hand, beg your pardon. He's taking a lot of these clean, Darren.
Every time Inoue throws a shot, it's razor sharp. Boxing nice on the back foot here.
Pushing Inoue backwards. Pace he would have wanted to set to test the end
into the second half of the contest, not having to have done. But yeah, it's all going to plan so far with how the first 4 rounds have gone.
But as you say, Inoue just, it's really heating up. Donaire feints into range again. Round 4.
Good. Right overhand.
Not many would have predicted that it's of action. Success.
Trading at the minute with Donaire, is he's happy to sort of
that stagger
show, you know, the fact that Inoue has a good right counts as an amateur is incredible. It really is, you know, making some of his best shots, showing what
over-reliant on the one-punch championship rounds. That punch did a bit of early tentativity in Inoue. We haven't seen
jab going. Head and body, lovely. But over the top of right hand comes Donaire.
Passed the test so far, but home finals worth for both of the men in the fight. How much of this is Donaire seeing? Moments to the bell as if be under no illusions, and
that really stunned. And there we go. There's the right hand, lovely shot.
Bonded to go gung ho at this point because he knows the power. I think Donaire has shown his good powers of counter here in the 118-pound tournament final.
Won't want to look if this was to go further. Go very shortly. He really stunned Donaire.
This tournament has brought together. Perhaps we expected it from Pro Gray and Taylor. Donaire. Of him.
Really is a great matchup, this, you know. Both so eager. 5.5 rounds.
A weapon that is so versatile. Old champion ground down as he walks into.
Easier now.
Remarkable that he's still standing. Naoya Inoue to be. That will be 10 seconds. Donaire with his hands low. And back to
one. It's really heating up.
Regardless of whether it would be a fight that would cement his leg is to come, that invitation will arrive in the post. But it's tests for a young champion that just takes one contest to remove that. Inoue, he is having to.
And regardless of the result, this will hold him in good stead. Not having things your own way.
Jabs. Oh, lovely double counter.
Something to be very impressed with. You know, Inoue's been a good weapon. A warrior, isn't he?
If you include that WBA have in his long career.
Yeah, the spiteful shots, Chris.
As you said earlier, Dan, at nearly 37 can respond in the noticeably slower for those that have followed him late in the day, and it was those.
I'll also
Edwin Valero, of course, until he has seen this arguably one of his tough. And they are right in this.
Increase the work rate now. Inoue back, try and get him onto the ropes. Away from his opponent so well. That's a good right hand.
But he felt those.
I thought he was stunned. Let his hands drop a couple of times.
Takes in the last half a minute. Tame that gap. It's Donaire. Jab exchange, right hand counter though from.
Both letting their shots go.
And now comes Inoue again for a big finish, perhaps, too far. Donaire just reminds him why his reputation. And that blood really now starting to pour.
Is it really Donaire? It's really more now. It's been here experience and class.
On the cards, and if that cut impedes the. Saitama, Japan, just 20 miles north of watching the Rugby World Cup tonight is.
Great action, it really is.
The right hand again from Donaire.
Yeah, he just got
well a little bit. Check left hook from Inoue taken. And we're so used to seeing fight go back.
Oh!
Soon Donaire now, just sensing a moment. He knows he has to be careful, but he's got his way in. All eyes are on the zone.
Another one. Inoue really stunned him for a second, but credit.
Very few picked him to underestimate the power of this man, and if you do so in the last throes of a fight that the Irishman, many, gave him virtually no chance again.
Having an awful lot to think about here.
Well, it was a fight that saw something that he felt he could take advantage.
You know, there's a huge amount of. There we go, right on the chin. I mean, that
into round number 10 has those easier than he otherwise might have been had he got through years ago. He's going to leave in the ring tonight, but Inoue.
The momentum 100 for Inoue. He's come out, but back come down,
which has served him so well over the years.
And good right hand again, Inoue.
Taking a walk here, being forced back, trying to bar, they're working well. Banked on was his power offsetting the still be there, still firing back, and arguably.
Absolutely, when you've been destroying everyone in front, classing you as one of the best out there, and contests like this, and you've got an experienced champion
inside. Donaire goes a little flat-footed and with force, looking for that. And this is now Inoue's round.
Oh!
Inoue starting to pick those shots.
Good for Inoue.
Hoped it had the potential to be. Of course, there were. Just know that when you have two, we've been having the kettle on over. Hurt here. He's dealing with it well, but
wait, what variations? Head, body, these good stuff.
But they're desperately trying to get. He's yet to hold though.
Listen to the home crowd now. Really get behind him. And a lovely left to the body, Chris.
Well, he's 1 minute 30. Donaire digging deep. Is he looking for one more? Big left to the body. Grounds, but is this the end? Check left hook. Reads the left hook. Well, the left hand that's got him out of jail. Gathered himself for one final onslaught. Tama as he's up. And this minute and a half will see out the round here. Remarkable round. The great rounds in history of boxing. People will...
The reaction that you get a lot of the time from
between these two will only Donaire see out the 12. You feel he deserves to.
Warrior that he is, he'll still try and win this, so that's it. But he needs a stoppage.
Well, long left opens up with those combinations again. He knows that. Again, powers of recovery, remarkable.
That must have gone in for this contest because they're both still in there, still throwing big shots.
And conditioning experts too. He would have whipped. His work rate has rarely dropped. Had their moments. The moment now to it. Just trying to break the career of Nonito Donaire. Whatever these scorecards, what a servant he's been, a credit to the sport.
Inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's a good finish. Great champion.
Both secretly, Darren, given the legendary 65 seconds to go.
This has been, honestly, and hats off to both guys.
So much better than...
And Donaire on the ascendant.
16-111, Otavio Rodriguez. Still undefeated, Naoya